Hey there, it's great to see you back here. In this section we will introduce ourselves to the concept of functions and how we can use them in our programs. Also, we will learn everything about packages. Let the journey begin. We all have to get up every morning to go to our office or college. Imagine the steps we follow daily to reach our office after waking up. We take a bath, put on fresh clothes and get in the car to reach your destination. Now, can we change the sequence of any of these steps? Can we wear fresh clothes then take a bath? Or take a bath and get in the car, then wear fresh clothes? No. All the steps here have to be executed in a sequence, which we follow like a procedure or routine. In programming, such procedures or routines are called functions. As per definition, a function is a set of statements organized together to perform a specific task. Each step is executed one by one. Now there are two types of functions, i.e. built-in functions and custom functions. To understand these, let us take some real-life examples. Built-in functions are functions which are predefined, i.e. they are already stored in the memory. An example is the ability to hear, smell, etc. Now, we don't have to train ourselves to hear or smell. Our body automatically does it. Likewise in R, there are built-in functions such as print, sqrt, etc. which we don't have to define, but R knows what to do when you write them. Custom functions are functions which we define based on our needs and requirements. For example, everyone likes their coffee differently. Some like adding 2 cubes of sugar in a cup, whereas some don't like sugar at all. Likewise in R, we can create functions which will execute set of instructions based on what our requirements are. These are known as custom functions. Now, the difference between built-in functions and custom functions is that built-in functions will be similar for everyone, whereas custom functions will be defined based on each and everyone's requirement. For example, built-in functions are like Domino's, where everyone will get a similar topping pizza from a menu created by a master chef, whereas custom functions are like Subway, where you decide which toppings you want and customize your sub. Hope you now have a better understanding of what functions are. Let's take some of the built-in functions in R and understand their syntax and working. A built-in function has two parts, function name and function arguments. Function underscore name is the unique name of the function by which it is identified. Example, print, paste, sqrt, etc. Argument is the value that is placed inside the brackets. These brackets are known as parentheses. Let's look at some examples to understand this in a better way. Let's take the first function as print. In print function, whatever we put in the brackets inside the quotes will be printed. In the above code, this is print function example. Would be printed as the output. Another function is the sum function. It is used to add numbers. Inside the arguments, we will place the values which we need to add. In this case, the sum of 124,553 and 246,457 is 371,010. If we want to find the square root of a number, we use the sqrt function. Inside the arguments we provide the number. In this case, the square root of 2,345,678 is 1,531.561. If we want to find the data type of a variable, then we use type of function. Inside the arguments we provide the variable. In this case, if value of a equals 10, then type of a is a double. Hope you now have a firm grasp of the built-in functions of R. The ones listed above are just a few of the many functions which are provided by R. Let's take a quick quiz to understand this better. Hope you now have a better understanding of what built-in functions are. Now, let's see how we can create a custom function in R and understand its syntax and working. There are 4 components in a custom function. Function keyword. Statements. In the custom function, we create a function where we ask R to perform steps mentioned inside the curly brackets sequentially. Let's look at an example to understand this better. Let's say we need to print the square of a number. So we use a keyword called function which tells R that what we are writing is a function named square, where a is the argument which we are providing, and the statements inside the curly brackets are the steps that the function has to follow one by one. Once we run this code, R will store it inside its memory and we can use it just like any regular function such as print, etc. Example: now when we have to find the square of a value, say for 32, we would just enter the command as square 32 and it would print the square of 32. Isn't this a very powerful way of writing a code once and reusing it? Let's do some quizzes to understand this better. We hope you now have a clear picture of what functions are, and how we can use and create them. In further tutorials, we will come across many more built-in functions and you will be blown away by all the things you can do with them. Now, let's move to the next topic of this section, which is packages. In our day-to-day scenario, packages contain a collection of things. Similarly in R, packages contain a set of things such as functions, code and data that are defined in a particular format. Now, there are multiple packages present in R, each has a specific purpose. For example, in R programming there are some packages that get automatically installed such as PNG, which is used to read and write PNG images. Likewise, there are some packages which we need to install manually, such as Plot2, which is used to plot some beautiful graphs. Now, why can't R directly add all the packages and let us use them? This is because, if all the packages were preloaded, the size of the software would increase drastically, which would increase the load time. Also, not everyone uses everything in R. Hence comes the concept of package installation. Now, let's see how we can install the Plot2 packages using functions. To install a package, we need to perform the below steps. Install .packages Plot2. This will download and install the package in R. Library Plot2. This will activate the package and will make it ready to use. We hope you have understood the steps on how to add different packages to your RStudio. You can find the updated list of packages from the CRAN website here. https://cran.r/packages/available_packages_by_name.html. Let's take a quick quiz to understand it better. One. First we learnt what are functions in R. 2. Then we discovered more about the two types of functions, i.e. built-in and custom functions. 3. We then moved on to understand what are packages in R. 4. Then we learned how to install packages. Hope you had a lovely time with functions and packages. See you soon in our next topic, ifs and loops.